Chapman. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Still there from Heidi P. Maybe I'll keep it forever. I recently discovered Soul Boom podcast by Rainn Wilson, and Steve Burns from Blue's Clues was on there. And they had quite an interesting conversation about mental health. Steve Burns, how difficult his life was, being in the spotlight and being cast as such a perfect and angelic character. I think that tracks heavily with the spiritual community. We're supposed to be seen as perfect on the outside. We can't really show our problems to anyone, it feels like sometimes. Our communities are ruled by toxic positivity, which can make it hard to feel like you can even be a human being in this society. It's been a very difficult thing for me. I'm anxious avoidant, my attachment style, which means I swing back and forth. And I've recently been doing a lot of work to heal my attachment style. When it comes to that, I have learned that there is some kind of balance to be had when it comes to self-regulation and co-regulation. It's not healthy to just do everything by yourself or to completely shut out your emotions. And it's now, codependence is the opposite of that. There's a balance to be had, apparently, but in my personal life, and I feel like this is common, very common when it comes to men, so there's probably some overlap when it comes to toxic positivity and toxic masculinity. As a man, you're just supposed to man up and fix the problem. You're never supposed to express emotional need. And as a spiritual practitioner, especially as a witch, you're just supposed to manifest the thing you want. And just even the thought, even a negative thought, even reacting or feeling in your body something has went negatively, even experiencing the emotion, it's undoing that manifestation. And I'm not going to go into that particular field today. This video is going to be pretty long already. After checking out Steve's podcast, it really got me thinking a lot about, my mental health, and I looked up some other videos about him, and I discovered that he himself is starting a podcast. It's a YouTube channel. I'll have a link in the description. At the time I'm recording this video, he only has 2 videos on his channel right now. One of them is announcing that he's starting a channel. The second video is him just listening to you. And, as a skeptical person, on the surface, my immediate reaction is to feel like that's extremely cheesy. But when I got into it and watched it, and I didn't even use the video as it's supposed to be used. Essentially, the video is him listening to you. And I guess you're supposed to have a venting session. I guess it's like a human version of like an AI. I don't know who all does this kind of stuff, or if anyone does it. But I really felt empathy from him, like deep empathy, which I talk about in the last episode is an important thing that's kind of missing from society. I feel like empathy is missing, and so therefore we devise ways to and there's a such thing as accountability, but there is a boundary where accountability becomes victim blaming. When someone is investing so much time and effort into actually, bettering their life and educating themselves about whatever the problem could be, and I'm talking from personal experience. The reason I even started this channel is because I feel like I can't talk to people, but I have so many things to say. It feels like in this day and age, People use accountability as a way to avoid having empathy. And the reason I say this is because it seems like no matter how much work I do on myself, I am not allowed to have a negative emotion at all under any circumstance and voice that to anyone. And they exhibit any amount of empathy. It's like I have to talk to AI robots, and the Steve video was like the first time in like years that I've gotten like that deep eye contact and like real feeling from a human being that felt like they were connecting with me. You could feel the emotions I was feeling, and I wasn't even saying anything, but just looking into his eyes. Just looking into his eyes invoked such an emotion that it was important for me to see it. And even through all the research I have done about attachment styles and learning that it is not healthy to completely bottle up your emotions and self-regulate only always, and that some co-regulation is okay. And it's okay to have negative emotions sometimes. But it doesn't matter in my personal life because I don't have anyone close enough to give me that space to genuinely feel my emotions. And the friend I talk about on this channel that I lost, they were the first person in my whole life that showed me that it was okay to have other kinds of emotions and that I wasn't broken or, in some way flawed because I had these emotions. And that goes into shame-bound emotions about yourself. I have toxic shame around the fact that I have emotions at all, and it pushes me to be avoidant of my emotions. So it's like when I come to try to open up to a person, then I believe that's like basically the cycle. It's hard for me to feel like I'm doing the wrong thing when every time I do decide to open up, it's to the wrong person. But I'm gonna keep saying it forever. Heidi Pre put out a video on this recently, which I will link that in the description as well. But part of attaining the healthy attachment style is kind of like, I guess, realizing who to extend that energy to and how much. I recently had an experience where I took one of my friends to an amusement park, and I'm going to give you a few of these examples. And we had a good day. It was a fun day, and we were going back to my house, and there was like some slight misunderstanding when it came to the directions, and I laughed out of anxiety, and this person hit me in the face, and she's like, her explanation for hitting me was that I was laughing at her, but my whole thing was I was laughing because out of anxiety, because I'm in this situation so often with people where people can't just communicate in a regular way, and they will trap me into a kind of and this is just like one aspect of life. And what I'm saying is the problem with humans in general is there can't be a misunderstanding or anything like that without it being an egoic conflict. It can't be this is where I live and I know where I'm going. It has to be, oh well, I don't believe you, and because my ego will be wounded by being told something opposite than what my idea for the solution is, it has to be a conflict. And then I am pushed into like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't tell you the way, and I'm just gonna shut up, I guess, because there's no reason to like speak or have any interaction with anyone. It always devolves into some kind of abusive kind of shit. I recently had an experience with, and this happens so often that if you're watching this video, you won't even know it's you. But I have this person who says that they care about me a lot, but they like absolutely never like respond to my messages or reach out to me first. It's like very rare and few and far between. So it's like I am not being avoidant, but I am now being very guarded of my energy at this point in time. It's like, and that's part of what Heidi talks about in her video is there is a balance to be had, and part of attaining healthy attachment is realizing who to give that energy to. So I guess I'm still like gauging how much of that energy to give to whom, and kind of like I've said in previous videos, it's not always a matter of like a person not caring. It's a matter of like mental and emotional time availability too. And all these things kind of go into not having a parent ever, and why I feel like having a spouse or whatever. Sorry, I jumped to spouse, but having a significant other is so important to me personally. But loneliness is like an epidemic now, so it's not just me who is dying of loneliness, and people don't care. It's a very difficult thing. So even it's you don't want to be avoidant, but to some extent you have to learn to self-regulate maybe a little more than what is healthy if you don't have the support system. And basically, I guess what I've been called to do, the reason I'm even creating this channel, I guess, is I am trying to build a way to attain that and kind of show everyone how I got there. And people call me negative a lot, and so here's what my new experiment will be. Because the thing is, people that I share stuff with feel like I share stuff too much. But the thing is, and depending on how long it takes me to edit this video, I'm going to put my best friend on camera and like get her to answer this at the end of this video if you watch to the end. And if you're watching this video so far and enjoy whatever you're watching, enjoy this video so far, like and subscribe and ring that bell if you please would. As you see, I'm still a pretty low subscriber. Like I have 69 subscribers. Woo! 69. I only have 69 subs at the time of the recording of this, so your help is greatly appreciated. But yeah, I really don't share my emotions that much, almost at all now, which maybe someone will disagree because this just recently happened that I have become a different person entirely and have decided that I'm not going to share my emotions until I know it's safe, even though that might be avoided, even though I'm trying to say it's not. I'll let someone else judge that for me. But when I share something with a person, it's either A, I'm in dire need of some kind of co-regulation and don't get any because I've lived in isolation for the last 5 years. B, I genuinely trust that person and feel like I can share something with them, whether or not that's true or not. And I guess there's no third reason. There's those two reasons. And so what I've decided to do is I'm going to only share positive stuff with that person because those people because everyone thinks I'm negative because I share negative stuff with the person because like those are the things I need help with, but they don't hear how positive I am and how much work I'm doing on myself. I'm actually gonna do a vlog about where I live here soon in the next few days. In the next few weeks, I have a bunch of videos I have recorded that I'm editing and a bunch of video ideas coming up. So stay tuned for more. And as always, stay mindful. Thank you.